Hello and welcome back to Python and welcome back to Panda with another part of the Panda tutorial series. And like I already promised in my previous video, today we are looking at data frames and indexes in DataFrame, and we are even have a little look at parental indexes in DataFrame. I hope this was the right word for it, because indexes in DataFrame can have their child indexes, which will make the sheet a little bit more readable. But yeah, let's first dive in and let's start with the simple part, because the parental stuff is a little bit more complicated. Kinda interesting, because being parents is also complicated. Now, what I want to say, it sounds complicated, and yeah, I have to admit it is a little bit more complicated than our previous topic, but I guess we will handle it as well. But enough talking, let's code. Let's just import pandas as PD and let's create a data frame. Dati, bati, gati, lati equals PD point data frame. As an argument, we again use a dictionary, key is A. Now as a value, we are using a PD point series. This the series, as a quick reminder, usually takes a list as an argument. Let's create another list, PD point series. Now let's make this series a little bit longer, because I want to show you something I already covered in a previous video, but yeah, should be also a quick reminder. And I forgot a comma, not a point, a comma. Now let's print our cool data frame, which is called dati, bati, gati. And yeah, as you see, this will be important later. He will get automatically set our indexes 0 to 7. And yeah, because the first series only has a list with 6 elements, the second and seventh will get not a number, but the B list will get the values I wrote in the list. And yes, what we now want to create is we want to add an index. So let's write index, and again write a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now as you see, he skipped the first element, because yeah, by default an index begins with 0. He is just looking, okay, what does the series have at index 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if we say index equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's add a 6, because as I remember correctly, it will otherwise raise an exception. Now it will start with the first element, because we told him the index is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but 6 is not element, is not here in the list, and this is a kind of boss list. The list what tells the other lists what to do, if it's easier to imagine it like that. And yeah, you can also type index equals, now let's sync something up, A, B, C, D. If I'm reminding correctly, it will get an exception, yes, because we have the list of the indexes has to be the list of the values. So let's add another values, D, E, F, G, H, And now he is using not a number. Why is he not using not a number? Because all of the main indexes don't, yeah, match with an index we gave our B series. So let's just type in A. And yes, now we get one element of our B series. Of course, not of our A series, because here is no index A. Now what you shouldn't do, but we will do it for experimental purposes, you shouldn't mix up data types and structures, but yeah, as mentioned, for experimental types we now add a list. Let's not use such common ones. And yeah, of course it will get an error because we need at least 6 elements. And yes, he's just kind of using the same indexes, like the index we gave him. Now if we delete our index, and of course a comma, we get an error because, and now that's kind of funny, the array length is only 6, but he is kind of adding the indexes. So the elements of the first and the second index are 14. So now each array should contain 14 elements. Should I do it? Yeah, come on. We have got plenty of time left. 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, because we already have 6 two times. If I mentioned correctly, this was 8 elements, so let's add other elements: 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Here again. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And you will get another error because, and that's the point, he is not adding this one anymore. So it doesn't matter what we really do, he will raise an exception anyway. If we are deleting everything like before, he wants an index with 14, and if we are giving him 14, he will want 6. So let's just not do that. Or if we are doing that, we should add our index A, B, C. Now I messed something up, but what did I mess up? Yeah, because we added a list now. Yeah, it's obvious, I'm just stupid. The C list needs the required indexes, because the C list doesn't have an index by itself. It can't even have, because it's not a series. So if it is a series, like that, if I remember correctly, it still needs an index. Okay, now this is bad for experimenting. Now it won't. When it's a series, it won't raise an exception if it doesn't match. But as soon as we delete the series and just using a list, it will, yeah, kind of get salty. But here we are, now everything is happy. So now let's go to the second part. The second part are the, yeah, kind of parental indexes. It's not that complicated if you just get it once. Now just let's delete our index stuff. Can use it later. What we want to do now, we first and always use just, yeah, integers or integers, or now I'm having it, integers or characters or strings as a keys. What we want now is we want to use tuples. And I won't tell you what will happen, you can see it for yourself. Okay, I'm uncreative and will just copy it. If I didn't mess it up, it should work now. It does. Now what is kinda interesting, we have two headers of the columns. One A, which is the parent, and the childs are ABC, ABC, ABC. And yes, because an index is missing, he added everything to the it. So let's just make it a little bit more readable. Let's add an index. And yeah, now it's a little bit more readable. B is of course always not a number, because this index doesn't exist. Let's just do a 1 here and a 2 here, so that B gets at least some values. So that is when you kind of adding parents. Now let's just, if we do something which shouldn't happen, nothing will happen. So this is nothing. If we are using just one tuple, he is just making, he is deleting that, or not anymore using the parental children stuff and using the tuples as one hashable header line. Okay. Of course you can add any dimension, you can use 3 tuples. Just keep in mind that every tuple, every key tuple has to be has 3 elements. It's kind of gotten really late. Had to work a lot today. Sorry for that. I hope still you couldn't do something with that video. And yeah, I will see you hopefully in the next video. And yeah, that's it. See you, bye bye, have a nice evening, dinner time, night time, whatever time it is, bye bye.